Okay, I just got this today from Amazon and I'm really excited to complete my Dinobot set. So here's a look at Studio Series 86 number 26 Dinobot Swoop. Here's a look at the front of the box and the back of the box. You get your product images and the backdrop feature, 21 steps to transformation, side of the box artwork in his Dino alt mode, other side close-up artwork of his head, top of the box Transformers the movie logo, bottom warning words and stuff. So now let's do unboxing and first impression. This way you can see what it's actually like when you get the figure, and when you open it up, what to expect, maybe what to pay attention to so you don't lose anything. That's actually the reason why I'm doing the unboxing, just to make sure that people are aware that, you know, you don't have any of these things that you don't forget about. And you can see what it looks like out of the package. And let's do it this way. Let's try to open this up as carefully as I can. This is just, I've said it so many times and I know so many other people agree, this is such a bad packaging design here. But anyways, so this is what you get in this Autobot toilet paper. You get his two guns. Here's a close-up of them, and some people are complaining about the waffles here, but it's not really a big deal considering you're not going to see the back. And you get the tips here, red plastic painted gold. This would have been cool if they gave you some transparent plastic pieces to make it look like it's firing missiles, but who knows, maybe DNA is probably going to do something like that to try to find ways to make money off of other people's design. And let's see, this is what it looks like here. And see, something like this, I think the packaging design works a little bit better. No toilet paper or anything, just using a little slit in the cardboard so you could slide it up. That's really smart design, unlike the Autobot toilet paper. But anyways, and these things, I really hate these things because these things cause a mess on the floor. But let's see if I can get these out without making too much of a mess on the floor. Get his wing out, get his other side of the wing out, let's pull out his hand, and then his body is probably going to be wrapped up in there. So let's see. So yeah, now you can see what it's actually like when you get a figure, how much you have to go through just to get it out. And every time I struggle with this, the first thing that comes to my mind is what one of these kids told me, that he hates this part of the unboxing of the toys, is getting it out of here. So that we can get rid of now. And let's see if we can straighten them back up and get them all set up here. And already this looks and feels like a really nice figure here. See the bottom, I think, are these his heels? Yeah, you need to pull out his heels. So now he stands much better, and we need to complete his look by adding his rocket guns here on his wings, like so. And now we have Swoop, but he also does come with his sword. And this one, I think, you know, with the little rectangle here, I think this is a Grimlock's sword. And this one with like the handle, I think this is Swoop's sword. And I'll just tell you, I think this is really cheap that it's not painted. But you know, they're trying to use the excuse that this is the way the original G1 came. It wasn't painted. So, but yeah, another thing, DNA is probably gonna give us a better version. But now you could see what that looks like. And actually, that does not look really good because it's not painted. It just looks like a very incomplete figure. So let's go ahead, just take that out since he didn't really have a sword in the cartoon. And let's put him down here and just go over the last thing you get, which is the instructions fold up sheet, which I don't like. But here you could see everything that you get with the figure, the steps to the transformations, probably pretty easy. Yeah, pretty simple, straightforward, easy transformation. I guess you have an alternate standing for the alt mode, and then the attachments here, which is kind of weird how you attach these swords on there. It's just like storage for some people. And let's show off this feature. I already said many times that I think this could have been designed better, like extending the background here to the floor. But this is meant to look like a display, so it's a nice red bottom here, and you could see what this looks like. I guess if you had all the Dinobots and put them here, it would be a nice little display, but I don't know how many people display their figures like that. So here now is a look at Dinobot Swoop. Okay, so now let's first compare this with the animation model and see how well they captured the toon aesthetics. And you could see, yeah, for the most part, all the Studio series, they're doing a nice job capturing the toon aesthetics. But they did put in some of their own extra sculpted details. And just here at the back, I can now share my thoughts here. I don't like how they use the blue plastic here. Yeah, but I'm just sharing my thoughts. I think that's done on purpose to make it look like a retail figure, as opposed to maybe a masterpiece quality where it's not exposed here with this blue, because then that sort of sets the standards for all of their other mainline retail figures. They're going to have to make it just as good. So I think that's just my opinion. I think this is done purposely blue instead of like gray, which would have probably made the figure look better. But you could see they do a nice job capturing the toon aesthetics. But you know, they're still sculpting in all this extra detail that you could see here, which looks really nice. But it's not like a Magic Square or New Age where it's kind of like that hyper toon, if you will. But you know, it does make it look nice. So I'm just pointing out the difference. As always, it looks nice. So it's very toon accurate, but with all this nicely sculpted in detail. So it looks really nice. And I think this is maybe why he wasn't standing too well, because maybe his feet should come up a little bit like so. Maybe, I'm not sure. But anyways, in terms of articulation, his head is on a ball joint, so it can go up, down, rotate side to side, all around. Shoulders goes forward, back, out to the side. Bicep swivel. You get a elbow joint here, and I do agree with what Inutabi said about here. That, yeah, I don't really mind the gaps being exposed, but here, this really looks bad, and this could have been designed differently. You could have just had this on the bottom, so then you wouldn't see it on the top or the sides, but it would be on the back where people don't see it. So just saying, they could have easily fixed that, but they didn't. And then you get fist rotation. And here you get waist rotation. Is there an ab crunch? No ab crunch, but the legs can go forward, back. on a nice clickety ratchet. Legs can go out to the side. You get thigh rotation. You get double jointed knee bend, so you can get some good articulation there. And the feet, toe tilt down, no toe tilt up, but you do get a little ankle rocker. So yeah, just your standard typical good amount of articulation here. Let's get them in a nice pose, because this is really cool. And I already said before, yeah, SWOOP is my favorite Dinobot, because he's special. He could fly, and he has blue chest instead of red. So yeah, he looks really cool. So that's a look at SWOOP. And now for some comparison, let's bring out the rest of his family members, starting off here with Snarl, Snarl, so as they appeared in the cartoon episode together. So you can see what these two guys look like together, how they scale. This looks really nice. I'm laughing because I could already anticipate how exciting this is going to be once you see them all out here. So here's a look at SWOOP next to Snarl, and let's put him back here. Let's put SWOOP here, and let's bring out Grimlock, the leader of the Dinobots, and see what he looks like here next to Grimlock. And here I think this is the non-Neff production. The sword, you could see how nice this looks compared to what Hasbro gives you. So yeah, that's what I was saying. But Grimlock, I don't remember him having a sword, so let's just take that out for now and see what these guys look like together. Plus, if you didn't see his chest, yeah, I had to replace that because the Hasbro version was just way too dark, and so this one by non-Neff production, I think definitely makes this look much better. And let's see here if can make some room here and bring out Slag, and you could see what he looks like here next to Slag. So yeah, he is a small Dinobot, which obviously makes sense. Let's try to make some room here for everybody. And the last one, let's bring out Sludge. I'm laughing because I could already hear his funny voice. Sludge, he's kind of like the not so smart Dinobot, but yeah, you could see what he looks like, and just reminding me that yeah, he has some really loosey-goosey legs here, so you could see what that looks like. So let me get these guys straightened out and get a nice group shot. Okay, here's a look at all of them together, and this is the best I can do to get all these guys in a nice group shot together, because these guys are pretty big. But let's zoom in, take a closer look at each one. You could see what these guys look like all together. This is a really nice set, and there's something that feels really great about this. It feels like you just completed a whole set, like the combiners. So now you have all 5 Dinobots, and this set looks really, really awesome. So now let's go ahead and transform SWOOP into his alt mode and take a look at that. Okay, here's a look at SWOOP in his alt mode, and first you could see I have him on the display stand. This is by New Age for their version of SWOOP, and that's because Hasbro was too cheap to give us a nice display which it needs for this character, especially for the price point. But yeah, you could see what he looks like in alt mode, and this looks really, really nice. So first, let's take them off and then compare this with the animation model, so we could see how well they captured the toon aesthetics. And again, it's the same thing like robot mode. they do a nice job capturing, you know, all the details from the cartoon. But, you know, there are extra sculpted in detail, which it's not bad. It just makes the figure look nice, but it's kind of, you know, not tending towards that hyper-toon look, which is kind of what I'm looking for. But this, yeah, it's not overly done, so this looks really nice. Looks like definitely the cartoon version of Swoop. And in terms of articulation, you could see his mouth does open, and this is kind of weird. You could see they gave you a little slot there, and Hasbro was too cheap to give us like a little blast effect here, which would have been cool. And also, like I pointed out, in robot mode, it would have been cool if they gave you, you know, like a transparent smoke piece that you could attach here, which of course I'm pretty sure DNA Design or Non-Nef Productions probably going to give us these accessories, which will make this look much better. But the head, or the neck, is on a double hinge, so you can get just basically up and down, no rotation on the head. And you could see the wing here is on a double hinge, also hinge here, so you can get a good amount of articulation here for like maybe stop motion or something. So yeah, that will be kind of nice and fun to mess around with. And let's see his toes here. You can point them back like he's flying, or you can bring him forward, because this is an alternate mode here to have him like sitting up, which, yeah, I guess that's okay if they're too cheap to give you a display stand. But yeah, that's pretty much it, with the exception of these swords. So what they do is they give you these little slots here, which kind of messes up the clean look here. So you can attach the swords here for storage. And I'm not really a fan of this, but you know, you can do that if you want. I guess the benefit of it is you won't lose these things by misplacing them. So if you want, you could do that. But yeah, I just store these in the bag. But yeah, you could see this is what he looks like. He looks really great. So now let's bring out the rest of his teammates and then see what that looks like. Okay, here's a look at all 5 of them together in their alt mode. And here you could see what these guys look like all together. This is really a nice set. There's something really satisfying about having a complete set of all the characters, like here the Dinobots. So yeah, this is really nice. It's not perfect like Magic Square or New Age, you know, with all this extra sculpted detail, and you know, there's little nitpicky things with the transformation. You know, that's because they're trying to save on cost and stuff. But you know, overall, this is really a nice set. Just look at this. This looks awesome. So I'm just gonna end it here, since I'm gonna keep these guys in their Dino alt mode, and just say that yeah, this is really a nice set. Swoop here completes this set, so he looks really good, nice. And same thing with Grimlock and Snarl and Slag and Sludge. So yeah, it's a great set to have. And as always, I don't give recommendations, because if you want it, you'll get it. If you don't, you won't. But I'll just tell you that man, if you already have any one of these, and you know, you could still pick up the others, you might as well, because you could see right here, this set looks really awesome. Very satisfying. So all together, I'm also going to rate this a 9 out of 10, and that's including all of them together. Overall rating 9 out of 10.
Dinobots transform!